regardless of what the narrative is out there, right? And I really feel it's important to talk to people like yourselves who are doing wonderful things, making us feel good about ourselves, right? Which is important. So I really want to
Absolutely.
find out what propelled you on this journey of beauty and the industry that we're in.
Oh my goodness. Well, I've kind of always been into beauty, even when I was a really young child. I used to ask my mother for magazines. I was always enamored with all the pictures and the makeup. And so she knew and I knew even back then that I was going to do something in beauty. And so all of my life I've been in one area or another of beauty, whether it was makeup artist or skincare consultations or something. So it's always kind of been in me. It's never really been what I do. It's kind of what I am, I think.
What was the reason behind creating the brand?
The reason was because number one, it always been my dream to own my own brand and just to really bring to life some of the ideas for formulations, for different products, different skincare concerns. I always wanted to do that. I would see other brands, and I was always trying to do some research and trying to figure out, how did they come to this? I always had a lot of questions, so it just sort of automatically led to, now I'm going to do this. So it really wasn't just to sort of fit in or anything. It really was more about this is missing, and this is what I would like to bring to the industry. What I noticed that was missing. And as I said before, to the women who I had spoken to over the years, I wanted to make sure that we created something that was for everybody. So that was a huge inspiration. But the name Sydoni is actually a blend of my two younger daughters' names. Their names are Sydney and Sony. And so the brand is really about them. I was going through a 2-year breast cancer journey, and they were so incredibly brave and inspirational. And they celebrated every new hair that I grew back on my head. And so I knew it had to be about them. So aside from always wanting to do it, now that I was in a place where I was able to do it, it had to be about them for sure.
Wonderful. What was
Yeah.
the first product that you decided to launch with the brand?
We at first started with lip gloss. So my youngest daughter was going away to college, and I said, "Hey, wouldn't it be great to have some lip gloss and some lashes to just kind of sell on the website and, talk to your friends about while you're in school and make a little extra money?" So the first one was lip gloss, but lip gloss and eyelashes turned into now we need concealer, now we need foundation. Can't do foundation without powder. We can't do makeup at all without skincare. So one thing kind of snowballed into the next until we have this full line now of skincare and makeup for everybody.
Well, tell everyone the most amazing product that I loved when I met you, and I could not even stand it anymore because I had always been out there looking at different products. I got involved in looking at a lot of Korean products, and for some reason,
Mhm.
the Korean beauty market was way ahead of the Americans. Thought, oh my gosh, these people are amazing. I went into the store one day.
Yeah,
I mean, incredible. I went into the store one day, and I was like, she didn't speak, English. I didn't speak Korean, but we communicated. And
of
I
course.
understood that my pores were not getting what they needed. And I thought, wow, I'd never discovered that before. So it's so
Yeah.
exciting to talk to you about what you're doing and to talk about that product that I got from you. So I want you to tell everyone what was the product that I got and what it does for our beautiful skin.
Are we talking about the rose face balm that you got in the
Yes,
celebrity gift bag?
absolutely.
So that is a really unique product. So it's a balm texture. It has rose water and it also has rhodiola rosé extract in there. So you're actually getting a promotion of wellness and relaxation in the skin when you apply it. But it has this beautiful mica in there that glows on your skin and it gives you the most beautiful, radiant look on the skin, no matter where you wear it. If you wear it on your face, if you wear it on the décolleté area, on your legs, wherever you wear it. I mean, it's just absolutely beautiful. So I'm glad you got one. That's really special.
It's wonderful because I realized immediately I didn't have to have foundation. I could wear it
Right.
just on its own. And I tell you, Lynn, every time I went out and I wore that, people would be like, oh, wow, your skin looks great. And I'm like, oh, thanks.
It's my
Of course,
rose balm.
it's my rose balm. It's just really, really special. And I think that when you come out with a product so beautiful and works well, and immediately you see it, there's no hesitation to it. I think that's the stamp that moves the brand forward. And then, of course, the lip gloss. So, with all these wonderful products that you have out there, let's talk about the work of the research. You said you had to do a lot of research. Was time consuming? What was that like?
Personally own a lot of products. We all do. We all have that drawer where we have some of everything. It's a last minute survival drawer, I call it. When you're looking for something and you can't find it. So I had tons of lip glosses, tons of mascaras, tons of eyeshadows, from working in the industry for so long, from different lines I worked for in retail. And so looking through all of those products, there really was only a few that really worked for me,
Mm.
and really only a few that I really, really loved. Either the lip gloss was beautiful color, but it was too sticky, or the eyeshadow was a beautiful color, but the color didn't pay off on my skin. There was always something. The mascara was great at lengthening, but didn't leave my lashes thick. There's always something. And so I just decided to take all of those factors and say, how can I develop a line that's going to resolve a lot of these issues? So a lot of the products that we have are really representative of our own beauty concerns and things that we have encountered over the years.
Yeah, because it's so challenging trying to find the right foundation. You end up blending like three things in one. And I'm like,
I
why I have to
know.
blend this with that? And it really, for women, it's really so stressful because when you're rushing in the morning, you don't have time to sit there and figure out what blend to put with what blend. So finding makeup is so, and now the market is so inundated with so many companies and everybody's saying that's great and that's great. And half of it, honestly, it's not that good, you know? So it's
Yeah.
really, really surprising. When you're talking to your clients about skincare and finding the right foundation, how important is it for them to understand their skin tone and their colors and what's underneath? Because sometimes we have a yellow, undertone or a pink undertone. Tell us about that process with you when you're consulting with a client.
Well, I think it's first important to really, as you said, understand what your skin type is versus your skin concerns. A lot of times we have skin concerns like excessive oiliness or even dryness or large pores, and a lot of times those care regimen. So as long as you understand that you need a good balance of oil and water in the skin, and the skin needs to be really hydrated before you start wearing makeup on top of it, your makeup will perform so much better and it'll go on so much easier when the skin is prepped first. That is a huge, huge, I advocate for that like crazy. I'm like, we cannot apply makeup directly on freshly cleansed skin or skin that hasn't been cleansed at all. It has to be freshly cleansed and hydrated enough for your makeup to spread on really easily.
Yeah.
As far as undertones are concerned, it's really hard for a lot of people to tell what their undertone is. I get a lot of questions about that, and so I like to share with them different ways to find their undertone. Sometimes with women of color, especially, we will have some sun damage. The face will be darker than the neck or the chest area, and we start to feel like, we can't find the right shade because we can't find our undertone. When a lot of times it's sun damage or just excess exposure or just the need for a really good exfoliation to get off that dead surface cell. Apply some hydration and some moisturizer, usually some serums and moisturizer, and just to get that skin tone back to a fresh start.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's easier and better to just kind of start with a good skincare regimen and then move into finding the right shade of makeup. So, but
Right.
if you have to in the meantime, then the best thing is just to really match your skin tone, get a good match on the face and neck, even if you have to go in between the two shades that you see. Check your veins and see whether they are blue or green, or that's an easy way to tell what your undertone really is. And see somebody who is really good at helping you with those things, whether it's a makeup artist or a skincare professional, somebody who is really experienced at helping you find that. This way you find the right shade of makeup and you're not
Yeah.
wearing, a red tone, which is very popular with us, or something that's too neutral, which then turns ashy. So definitely see somebody. my personal opinion, as a mother of four daughters, I wouldn't want to see a 10-year-old girl in full face of makeup and lashes. Um, however, I do feel like it's totally up to the parents to decide if it's okay for a young girl to wear a little bit of lip gloss or a little bit eyeshadow. Maybe she's the best celebrity makeup artist in the making when she's 10. I mean, that could be it. If she's that creative and can apply a full face of makeup, there's something special about that little girl. I mean, I was never in a full face of makeup at 10, but I can tell you, I would have been if my mother would have bought it for me. I
I
think
agree.
I would have
But
been.
yeah, it's an interesting world we're in when it comes to skincare and feeling good about yourself. And you're right. I think there is a balance, of
Yes.
when you can go full face. So I want to talk about the future of the brand. I know
Mhm.
you have many things on the brand. What's next? Are there other things you're adding to it? What can we look forward to?
Well, we are adding some new products, that's for sure. I'm not gonna say what those are right
Don't.
now.
That's right. Keep it under the
But they're
table, very
definitely
private.
right, but they're definitely fun products and some products that we were missing in the line. So when our clients ask for them, then I just really give some thought to it and decide if it's best to bring it in. Right now, things are so up in the air with all the political climate that we are all facing right now. So there's a lot that I just don't know what direction that we're really headed in.
Mm.
Um, we have a lot of products made in China. And so that's an issue right there.
Right.
So we'll see how it goes.
Right.
Yeah, the tariffs are tough right now.
Okay.
So we're just kind of in a holding mode, but
Right.
we do have some new stuff coming out, some new partnerships, some new collaborations, and so I'm excited about those. So the Sydoni men's line has a body wash.
Mm.
There's also a face wash. There is an aftershave balm which has reishi mushroom in there, so it helps with ingrown hairs, razor bumps, help to smooth and soften the skin and soothe after shaving. There is also a soothing moisturizer that has some shea butter, so it really gets the skin very moisturized, very nourishing. So there is argan beard oil for the skin under the beard, and then there's a beard balm to help shape and sculpt and mold your beard. And of course, we couldn't have that without the beard comb and the brush.
Mm.
Yeah, the beard products are really popular right now, just across the board, I think, because a lot of guys are, growing a beard and really taking really good care of it. And you see a lot, like you said, a lot of great beards. I've
Mm.
seen so many great beards. And I just want to walk up and say, hey, I really like that beard. Guess what? But then you look kind of weird sometimes, and guys are like, what's she talking to me about my beard? So you just kind of leave it alone. But yeah, but I do stare at the beards.
I totally understand. Now, you mentioned your daughters. Are they
Yeah.
following your footsteps with mommy? Are they part of the business and they're doing things that are in your field? What are they all about? What are they up to?
Well, they are part of the business when it comes to events. And then of course social media and sharing and party planning and things like that. As far as the everyday operations of the business, that would be 100% mom. That would be me. Yeah. Everybody's kind of all over the place with their own careers. And so this is my dream. So whenever I can grab them to just kind of help out, then that's always a plus.
Mm, I love it. Well, being a mom and having a business, it's a lot on someone's plate. How do you decompress? How do you relax? How do you get your mind off your business sometimes? What do you do to just say, I think Lynn needs a moment? What do you do?
Well, honestly, I'll go and this might sound a little weird, but I love to exfoliate and I love to put a face mask on. So I'll exfoliate my skin. And I'll do that all over my whole body, face, everywhere. And I'll put a nice sheet mask on and just kind of relax. But I also like to get out and just communicate and network with other women in business to talk and get some ideas and kind of see what their business challenges are and see how we can help each other. So that's a big part of just sort of getting away and relaxing for me.
Yeah. When it comes to planning your journey in terms of step one, two, and three, what does it mean for you to build this brand to a point in place where people appreciate, respect, and honor the work you do? what would that be like?
Oh, wow. Joy, I just really hope that there's some takeaway from every meeting, from every time there's a client in my chair, to every product that they purchase online or in person. I just think that there's a takeaway, whether it's something that I said that touched them or struck a chord, or a product that really solved a problem. Um, the makeup is something that is so important, especially the foundation, finding the right shade, finding the right eyeshadow, and finding the right regimen that works with your lifestyle. And that's a big, big thing that I like to talk about when I'm with a client. So I'm just hoping that something that I help them with is really something that they can stick with and they can go out and celebrate the fact that I learned this from Lynn and I feel so much better about myself, and I feel this is so much easier for me now, and my questions have all been answered. So I think for me, that's my why overall.
That's fantastic. And I totally appreciate what you're saying and agree with that because giving back a little bit, like you say, if someone leaves feeling good or something you mentioned to them makes them feel better, you've done what you're supposed to do. And I think that's what our journey
Absolutely.
is. So I'm so happy
Absolutely.
yeah, I'm so happy we had a chance to talk to you about this and find out more about you and let everybody know how fantastic your products are. And I swear people out there that Rose Balm, look, everything she has is great, but I'm just gonna say yeah, it's really
Sounds like
good.
you need a new one, Joy.
I yes, indeed. But it's so good. We all have a bunch of stuff,
We
but
do.
your rose balm, and I'm saying this sincerely, is one of the best products I
Oh
have
my
put on
goodness.
my skin. And I have got a lot of stuff, but your rose balm tops it all.
That's
I will give
great.
that
That's
the
great to
Oscar. If I'm
hear.
there's an Oscar for like the rose balm or for that, you're getting the Oscar. So yes.
Oh, wow. That's huge, Joy. That's huge.
It's fabulous. And I'm not telling
Thank
you,
you.
it's absolutely one of the best products on the market. So keep on
Oh, thank
doing what
you.
you're doing because what you do is amazing. It's important. And like I said, yes, there are a lot of brands out there, a
There
lot of
are.
products out there, but I'm telling you and everyone out there that your products are 100% top of the line, guaranteed.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, it's definitely a favorite. And we sell a lot to Californians after it appeared in the celebrity tote bags. So, yeah,
There you go. So how do
yeah.
people find out more? Websites, social media, everything they need to know to get your product.
So people can visit SydoniSkin.com. That's our website. And then follow us on Instagram at Sydoni_skin. And you can find us on YouTube, Facebook at Sydoni Skin.